Hello, my loves. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Jazz, I lost my case. Where'd I put my case? I'm gonna have to find. Hey, Leslie, how you doing, sweets? I get on. I can't find my case. I can't. My music is not playing. Let me see if I can get it. Hey, Summer. Hey, Heather. How you doing? I hope y'all are doing good. I think I'm losing my voice a little bit. All right, hold up. Let me see if I can get this music something playing. That's weird, y'all. I just had it. Okay, I think I kind of hear it. Hey, Mahogany. Hey, Joy Bear, Baby Bear, Facebook user. Was it Nika or Jen? AB, hello, Camille, Sarah, Anthony, Bree, Natasha, Simone, Nelly, Alice, Jackie. Hello. Okay, I think I got it coming up a little bit. Hey, Rosemary. Hold up, you guys. Let me get this music up. You see it, babe?
No, I just got your case. I mean, it's not your case.
Okay, I'll find the other one and put it in. Hold up. Y'all, my baby launched I like these numbered badges by our name. I like them too. Hey, Bernadette. Hey, Miss Felicia, Sandrea, Camille. So my baby launched her lash business today. Hold up. Shit. Okay. We went from no music to me trying to blow my ear out. I'm going to get it. All right, there. So my baby launched. Now I ain't gonna be able to see shit, but my baby launched her lash business today, and it is Jasmine. I know it's gonna have that glare on it. Jasmine Marie, and you can go to jasminemarie.com and pick up some lashes. Now, some of y'all that have been seeing me, y'all know the last time that I wore lashes, I glued one of my eyes shut because I was doing an interview and I was like this the whole time because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So today she put the lashes on me, y'all. Look at this. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. Look at this shit. I'm fixing to snatch somebody, daddy. Look at this. Y'all see this shit? Don't I look cute? Hold up. Let me bring it in. Okay, so I gotta put my glasses on so I can read the comments. Because I can't see shit.
But see, they're glasses friendly.
They're glasses friendly. They're very lightweight. Now, here's the thing. Of course, you know, I'm older. I'm like 54. So I really don't typically do like the longer lashes and shit. Because first of all, I can't see. Then I got to put, you know, I feel like I got to put glue and all this stuff on there. And I just can't. So, but these are really lightweight. I mean, look at the fullness of them. Like they're full, but they really don't feel heavy. Because I bought some at the dollar thing, not the dollar thing, but the beauty supply. Who y'all, them things look like tarantulas on my eyes. And those were the ones that I glued my eyes shut though. But these, I mean, literally I could wear my glasses with them. I'm going to have to get used to them though, because I mean, they feel a little strange hitting my glasses. But I'm like, I might have to come out of retirement.
Girl.
What you say, girl? Simone say how much? So they're 20. I thought I was her first sale this morning. So I go in with my little $20 bill talking about here, you know, and she was like, oh, somebody already purchased some. But the good thing is that they're reusable. What Anthony say? Stay away from the daddies. If they single, they good. If they with a wife, they can stay there. But definitely, are they all the same price, babe? So which one am I wearing?
Ego Boost.
Ego Boost. Is this the fullest one? The which one? Entice is the fullest one. So this is not even the fullest one. And then she has a natural looking one that is Luxe. So if you don't like the fullness or you don't like the dramatic, then you can definitely connect with Luxe. But Entice is really full. It's long. Why you didn't give me Entice?
We even said we come on, don't act like that for the Facebook. We said that was gonna be too much.
Did we agree that it was gonna be too much, or did you say it was gonna be too much?
We agreed. I showed you like, oh yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't remember. I don't remember that. Anyway, let me see. They say yes, come out of retirement. Y'all, I gotta get my knees and my hips right before I come out of retirement. I'm gonna start with the lashes though. Oh, okay. So this is Entice. Woo, y'all, these some tarantulas. Tarantulasaurus. This when you really trying to pull the daddy, the son,
those are the big
and the grandson. Oh yeah, I remember we said we couldn't do this. Yeah. Uh-huh. Look! I'm already having a hard time. I feel like I got to do the glasses like this. All right. Thank you, Amber. Thank you. So yes, y'all support baby girl. Even if you don't want to buy anything, just don't keep it a secret. You got people that wear lashes or whatever. Let them know. That they should give it a try. Let me see. Oh, Amber, you say you need to get your lashes done. What she say? Stay tuned for the bowl. You think I'm gonna go to the bowl once I look at it? I can't even get my glasses right. Ooh, yeah. Once I get used to them, y'all, I think it might be over. And y'all, look what else. Fucking watermelon gummy bears. This is the shit. I am like having a day of discovery around here. These are the shit. They got pineapple too, but the watermelon, oh my God. Tyra, you feeling me, Tyra? Ooh, I had to buy me 3 bags. I don't need 3 bags, but I figured gummy bears are like low calorie, right? Let's check out the calories. 0 fat, got a little bit of sodium, 23 carbs, 14 grams of sugar. Oh, 2 grams protein. They healthy. 2 grams protein, so they healthy. We good. I'm good. I got some healthiness in there. Deborah, you don't do gummies? You don't like gummies? Okay, Rosemary, I don't use lashes. I would donate to Jasmine's business. Oh, thank you, sweets. Thank you. Anthony, what you say? Daddies love gummies, especially if you put them in special places and they have to go dig them out. I'm sure they do love gummies. I may or may not have known something like that once in a lifetime. But we're not going to get into that. This is not, y'all. The lashes and me and the glasses might be having some fits tonight. That's a story for another time. That's a story for erotic readings. I know these poor men. They probably, half of them probably dead at this point. So they probably ain't even up here looking at the shit because they was older than me when I was hoochie mommying. Let me clean my glasses so we can get into these readings before I tell off on myself, because I'm really thinking about running for fucking president around here because I think they need somebody with some common sense in the goddamn political arena. So I'm putting all my shit out there. They're going to come back all and play all my shit. Talking about she was stuffing gummy bears in her wahoo and people was fishing them out. Can't be no worse than shit. Some of these other presidents up here with they little secret lives and all that bullshit. What you say? Too much Jello. I hate Jello. Oh, okay. Let me see. Yeah, so when I wear lashes, I don't wear glasses. Tara, I'm beginning to figure this out. I'm thinking, yeah. They're so long though, and that's what's weird about them. With these on, because I'm not used to it. So if y'all see me like pulling my glasses down and winking at y'all or whatever, just know that I'm trying to get used to them. But definitely JasmineMarie.com, JASMN Marie, MARIE.com. And then of course she has her Jasmine Marie YouTube. If y'all don't follow her, where she does her makeup and stuff like that. So tonight we decided that we were going to do past lives. Evelyn said grabbing pussy and stuff. Okay, you are too pretty. There's just an enhancement that you don't really need them, but it's great for advertising. Thank you, Kwani. I appreciate you, babe. I take the compliments where I can get them. So tonight we're going to do past life readings, y'all. I'm going to put these glasses down. You're welcome, baby. I love you. I wish you much success in the world. So when my ass get older, you can buy me a mansion and take care of me. I love you. All right. So, Jazz, they want you to post your Cash App, babe, or your PayPal so they can give you some donations for your business. So, Spirit, we're going to do past life readings. And normally, if you haven't had one with me before, I tend to ask Spirit what past life that Jazz, tag your page too, babe. I tend to ask Spirit what past life do they want you to know about or talk about, because a lot of times that is a past life that is going to have something that you're dealing with in this lifetime. There may be some karma attached to it. There may be some things that you're doing in this lifetime that are a cycle from that particular past life. So I do feel like when we do past life readings, I always, people are like, well, I know I was in Egypt. I know I was a princess or whatever. A lot of people, have these dreams and stuff of a past life. And some of you could be connecting to it. Definitely could be connecting to it. But a lot of times too, people are surprised, because they could have been, when we did it before, there used to be people that were hoes. There were people that definitely were, witches, or there were people that did some stuff in the past life that maybe they deal with in this lifetime that they're still struggling with. So if something comes out, do not get offended. Do not get offended, because Spirit is like, I'm going to give you this message so that you can navigate what's going on for you right now in this lifetime. All right. And we're going to probably just deal with one because they can get really involved. They really can. But I gave the I think it was, the poll was, are we going to do erotics or past life? And the majority of you picked past life readings. So I figured that we will go with that. You did, Anthony? I'm glad you enjoyed. Okay. So let me see. Deborah Coleman. Let's start with you. Spirit, what does Deborah need to know? Let me turn this down a tad bit. Deborah. Hey, Yasha. Hope you're doing good, baby. Let's see. Deborah. Anything you need her to know, Spirit? Anything you need her to know? Thank you, Spirit. Three more cards for Deborah, Spirit. 3 more cards, please. Y'all, these are not going to go as fast as my normal readings because a lot of times I got to try to catch the energy so that I can get a story with it. Because I think for me, when I read past lives, it's better for me to connect with a story. All right. One more, Spirit. Deborah, interesting, because in this past life, you were a male. Well, you could have been gay or bisexual. I definitely see a male that was having some type of confusion with their sexuality. You definitely had a difficult time in this past life with connecting with love. And I think it was because of the sexuality, because of living in a time that maybe being bisexual wasn't proper, or it wasn't the right thing, or it wasn't acceptable. So I'm getting a man that traveled a lot. And I feel like that there's this energy of, I need to move around. I need to go explore. I need to connect with different cultures. And I think it was because really you were trying to find a place where you were accepted. Um, Love was not an easy thing for you. Relationships were not an easy thing for you. I do feel like that you were very much attracted to men, but I think that in this particular lifetime, you probably dated women or at least tried to be attracted to women so that you could maybe pass or maybe even just connect with the energy of that lifetime the proper way. I get that you were very gifted with your hands, almost like an artist. So I think you created a lot of things, and I think what happened with this is that you traveled to a lot of different places where you were able to pick up skills and make money off of these skills. So here's how this may pertain to you in this present lifetime. Travel may be very, very big for you. You may love to go different places, or you may be drawn to different cultures, the art of different cultures. You may even be an artist or a creative person in this present lifetime. Now, because I think that you were not able to connect with masculine energy as a sexual partner in that lifetime consistently. I'm not going to say you didn't have connections with men, but as a female in this particular past life, or in this present life, I feel that you're very connected with having a relationship with a male, definitely with a man. So I think even if you had come back a man, you probably would have been gay in this lifetime too, because there's a strong attraction to masculine energy, and you like men in this lifetime. I do feel like that with unrequited love, though, your relationships are not the easiest in this present lifetime, because there is this thing, especially right now. Um, I love to bake and I love donation. I may have okay. I'm looking for different ones, seeing if you're even connecting with this. But I am getting that love was a difficult thing. So there may have been some really strong relationships in this present life that are, I feel like, connected to you, but maybe not followed through. So here's the thing. There is this strong longing to be with somebody who is your person, who is your mate, because you didn't have it in this lifetime. So you may be very, very grounded in a connection or relationship, and it has to be with somebody who you feel safe with, who you feel very connected to. There is an issue with authority, though. I feel like that in this past lifetime, you didn't like people telling you what to do. And there's this energy of a very independent person. Even if you are connected in this lifetime, I feel like it's like, let me be who I am. Let me, express myself who I am. And I don't think you have to do it in a really big, loud way. I think there's this quiet thing that even if you're partnered, that your partner understands that you like to be strong. You like to be independent in certain things, and it's like you don't like people talking down to you, condescending, and you don't like it even with other people. When people try to impose their wills on other people, I think it really irritates you. So I feel like you're very strong-willed in this present lifetime because of what some of the things that you went through in your past lifetime that may have shaped this, where it's like, I'm going to stand up for myself, and I possibly will stand up for other people. Connections are showing love was not that good for you in the past lifetime, but I feel like in this present lifetime, there is this thing of, I need love. I need to have a partnership. That is strong. Very gifted. I feel like if you don't work in the medical field, you may be drawn to gardening or things that have to do with food, or almost to a medicinal thing of maybe you cook to make yourself feel better, or you cook for other people to make them feel better. Very dependent, don't like to be, and I do not like being in control. And I don't, wait a minute, I am very dependent, and I don't like, not being in control of your life. Yeah, I do feel like that you had a very good life, though. I think you lived a good, long life. I just think that you didn't get with the partnerships that you wanted in that life. So I hope in this present life that you did find that connection. All right, so let's see. Let me see. Let me look for a name. Sun, Sand Stewart, Spirit Sand. Connections with Sand. Any guidance, any messages, Spirit Sand. Can you tell me, show me what she needs to hear? We're gonna have, it looks like we have a lot of women that don't like to be told what to do in this present lifetime, and it's because of issues in the past. Let's see. All right, phobias. 2 more cards, Spirit with Sand. 2 more cards. All right, so the first thing that I get is female spirit, but I feel like this was somebody saying that was very bougie. I'm getting the energy of a woman that dressed a certain way. I kind of feel like that there's this energy of someone that she was very goddess, very feminine energy. She didn't like getting her hands dirty. You know, she was, I don't want to say a kept woman. I feel like that she had her own. But I do feel like she may have come from a family that had money or had some type of wealth. I get she had a lot of anxiety and phobias though. Like there were certain things that it's like, oh, I can't get my hands dirty, or oh, there's a bug, or oh, you know, I feel like this is somebody that wipes herself a lot with her handkerchief or her napkins or something like this. I do feel like that she grew up in a setting where there was a lot of people in her house. And the thing that I keep feeling from her is like, I don't want all these people here. I don't like these people being in my energy. So I feel like she was trying constantly to get away from family. Even though she was very ladylike, she had OCD in this lifetime. She had a very like nasty mouth. I can't say that it was rude, but I'm assuming to some people it probably could be rude, but I'm getting a woman that was very bougie, very high class, that said what she wanted to say, and she really didn't care what people thought. She needed luxury. She needed things to be pretty. You probably were a Libra in your past life, because it sounds like me. Even though I'm not as bougie as I want to be in this lifetime, that 100% sounds like me, of what I would want. And I wash my hands constantly too, because in the past life, I was like, I had that same type of energy of like, ugh. So I can get with you on that. So I do see a lot of spirituality though with this person, but it was secret. So I do feel like that she may have practiced some things. She may have been involved in some things, but it was very, very secret. She had this thing where she would draw a mole or something on her face, and it kept changing. She's very creative. So I think she enjoyed like maybe even makeup, painting, art, and things like that. Very, very independent though. I do see that she married, and I don't think she married the person that she wanted to marry. I think this was kind of like an arranged type of thing where she had to be with somebody, and she never would be submissive to this person. She just was not submissive to this person, but I think it was out of anger or pettiness, because she didn't love this person. So I do feel like that you probably had a relationship or a marriage that was forced on you, and it could have been too because of families. Maybe you had to marry somebody with money. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely getting. I don't think you were happy in this marriage. So makeup is your soothing place. So you do creativity connections with that. I I get a lot of phobias, and I think that her phobias kind of overtook her as she got older. I'm getting somebody where, they started thinking that she was a little crazy um, as she got older, because there was a lot of things that started to bother her and make her feel uncomfortable. Um, she may have been married to somebody who was in the military, or I just feel like that her husband was somebody that had some type of status or something. Um, and he couldn't get her to act right. I mean, I just don't feel like he could get her to act right. I think towards the end of her life, because she never had children, and I think it had a lot to do with phobias of different things. Like, I don't want to deal with dirty stuff. I don't want to deal with changing diapers. I don't want to deal with kids getting dirty. I don't want to deal. She didn't want it. But I think she had a good life. Now, I do feel like that towards the end, her phobias kind of took over. It could have been definitely some issue with dementia or Alzheimer's or something like that that kind of pushed her over the edge, because I feel like that she ended up being maybe not institutionalized, but put in some type of old folks home. Um, but I feel like in her heyday, she was the shit. She was very out there, very amazing connection with energy. I do see a lot of magic around her, so I feel like she did practice. I think she was very gifted um, in that particular lifetime. And who knows? It could have been really not that she had dementia. I'm wondering if some of it could have been that maybe she had mediumship abilities towards the end of her life. Maybe spirits were talking to her, and that's where people kind of thought she was off. I'm not sure, because I get phobias and stuff that connect with that too. But it really could have been mediumship that was opening up for her. All right. I hope that connects to you, sweet. So Tara Nicole, let's see if you were a witch in the past life. It's weird because people, when I read for them, they always have these preconceived, I was a Egyptian queen. I did this, I did that. And then when we read, they like, nah, you got that wrong, because I know I was royalty. And you could have been. But the life that spirit wants you to hear about, there's things that you need to learn from that life that connect with this life. Stand for you. You may be coming to a place, because this woman lived with a lot of people, or lived in a house where there was a ton of people. You may be coming to a point in this life where you're going to have to learn to live alone. And I know your husband just passed. So I think that may be part of the lesson too, is that if you had somebody always there in your life, this next phase is you learning to live by yourself. All right, Tara. Any guidance, spirit, into the life that you want to talk about? Oh, Tara, look at you. Look at you. All right, 2 more for Tara. All righty. Why, spirit? Why was this? Tara. Okay, so Tara, first thing that I get is female energy. Now, you were actually, I feel like you were abandoned or something early on in your life, and it was because your mother or the female figure who had you didn't have the money to take care of you. I do feel like that you were given to some type, and it's not an orphanage. I'm not really sure what it is. I feel like it could be a village. It could be, it's almost tribal. So I feel like that you were given away because the person who had you wasn't able to take care of you. I do see that within this setting, that there is definitely a connection with shamanism, possibly spell work, things like that. So I don't think that you're too far off with saying that, yeah, possibly a witch. And I think honestly, you've been a witch in more than one past life, but I feel like this may have been an energy of you learning. Um, the thing is that I feel like you got in a lot of trouble with stealing. There's issues of maybe not having enough, maybe not feeling like you're enough, could be rejection at an early age. And so there's this energy of, I need more or I want more, but not getting it the right way. And it could have been the way the environment of this was. I don't feel like you were accepted a lot in this environment that you were given into. So if this was possibly some type of community, um, your mother may have been shunned in this community, and maybe she was asked to leave, and instead of taking you, she left you. Maybe she thought it was going to be better. But I feel like that, here's the thing, I think that she connected with somebody that she wasn't supposed to connect with, and that's why you weren't accepted, or why she wasn't accepted. So this could have been, and I don't think this is a black and white thing. I really don't with this. I think this is literally some type of cultural thing. I think there was something that you were born out of that was not supposed to happen at all. Um, I'm wondering too if maybe that the female or the mother may have practiced something or did something that wasn't accepted. Because here's the thing too, I do feel like that you were practicing something, but I feel a lot of persecution. And I feel like that a lot of this is heavy on you in this life. There should be this energy of, you're scared to be alone. You're scared of abandonment. There also could be a fear of being rejected, not fitting in with people, being different, and not really knowing how you fit in with people. There's a really unhealthy situation going on with money because you stole a lot. It's like, I got to have it. 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 I feel like you hoarding stuff. And I feel like in this lifetime, there's a fear of poverty. Like, we all worry about not having money. But I think for you, when that bank account hits a certain dollar amount, it's like, oh, no. It triggers you. It triggers you. I don't think you had the best lifetime in this particular life. There's a lot of lessons that I think you're still learning or you're still dealing with in this present lifetime. And it's about decisions and the way you spend money and the people that you're connected to. You could be surrounded by a lot of people, but there's a part of you that still feels like, I don't fit in. I don't fit in with these people. So you may need to go back and make peace with that, because there is big, strong energy of abandonment or rejection. I also get too that there was a lot of daydreaming or connections with story times. You can't trust no one. I think you can in this lifetime, babe, but I think you're dealing with the energy of the past that you get triggered. You get triggered. And then too, it could be that you're making unhealthy attachments to people because you're trying to belong in something that maybe you don't need to belong into. So you got to really look at yourself in this present lifetime. Like, why am I making the same mistakes? You know, there's definitely a cycle that is playing. I do see that you were persecuted and there was a lot of judgment against you. And it's because either something that you did or something that you practiced. Here's the thing. I feel like you're very creative and you're very strong storyteller, or there is a story to tell. So I wouldn't, I feel like you're going to write a book or something at some point. I really feel like that you're going to put some stories out there. And I think it's because in other lifetimes you have written. So I just jumped, so I'm not alone. Oh, well, babe, you can't do that. Can't just bring anybody into that energy now. And I get it, because I feel strongly your abandonment. I really do in that lifetime, especially because you were young in that lifetime, but you're not that child in this present lifetime. So this you can change. It may take some past life regression. And for some of you, if you are stuck, if I tell you something tonight and you're stuck, sometimes past life progression or regression can take you back there and help you make peace with that, so that you. Oh, now who was a pimp named Slickback? I can't, Elisa. I cannot. Mm-mm-mm. I cannot. But I think, babe, you can get past this. I really do. So let's see. Libra Ocean. Libra Ocean. A pimp. What was it? Playback, get back. What was his name? Libra Ocean. Clear this deck, Spirit. Libra Ocean. Any guidance, any message, the Spirit, what do they need to know? All righty. Libra Ocean. One more card, Spirit. All right. So, with you, masculine energy, and I feel like you're very masculine in this lifetime, even if you're a female, very, very masculine. Hey, honey. Hey, everybody. If I'm not focused, I'm not ignoring you. So please don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm just trying to get into this. So masculine energy, and here's the thing. I feel like you grew up in a space, a place that had a lot of space. This could be just land. But I don't feel like that you were wealthy with this. I don't feel like that this may, and I'm not going to say slavery plantations because I don't even feel that energy. I'm getting somebody that possibly your family or somebody had land and you worked. I get a lot of children around you. So I feel like that maybe you worked fields or something, but I feel like this was family energy. I feel like even though that you did this, there was definitely issues with food. Like there wasn't enough food. I feel like that harvesting and trying to grow things is like even though you were doing all that, the food was rationed out. I kind of feel like somebody that's like, when I get bigger, it could be sharecropping. I'm not sure, Yasha. But I do feel like it belonged to the family, but I don't think it was something where it was pulling in a lot of money. And I do see rationing out food. And I feel like that you were like one of maybe 8 or 9. I'm getting a lot of kids. And I'm assuming that this was you coming from a big family. And that's why the food was rationed. So you may have a very weird connection with food in this present lifetime. Like either I have to be careful that I don't eat too much, or it could go to the other extreme of I'm always thinking about food, because there's really a strong energy about something with the food. I do feel like if you don't have animals or horses or things like that, I feel like that there may have been a time when you wanted bigger size animals. And also too, you may find yourself moving or living to places where there's a lot of land, not where each house is on top of each other. Like I don't see you living in New York or somewhere like that. I feel like you have to live somewhere where your space, where it's like I can come out and walk. Feel like that you get very claustrophobic when you are living on top of other people. So apartment living may not be your thing. It would have to be a house, and preferably a house with a lot of land. You do have a karmic relationship that came back. I always let my kids eat first. I never eat until they're full. You do have a karmic relationship that came back with you in this lifetime, which is like a soulmate. Oh, you're in Texas? Oh, well, shit. Land. So here's the thing. But I get that you were an abusive man. I think you grew up to be an abusive man, and I'm not sure if you saw that from your father growing up, or this was just anger from a child that kind of carried over into adulthood. But you have a karmic relationship in this lifetime where you may connect with somebody who is either verbally or mentally abusive to you because of the way you were with this person. There's this energy of, I need to fight. I need to fight. So I feel like you grew up with some type of anger or hatred. Um, I think in this present lifetime, you have to be very careful of connecting with abusive relationships that feel normal to you. Like you talking to people crazy, them talking to you crazy. And I've had the pleasure of talking to you, so I know you have a really sweet disposition. But maybe this is something inside of you that when somebody takes you there, you can go, you can go. There's a strong energy of hatred and pain that comes out of you that you cannot control. It overtakes you. I really feel like in this particular lifetime, I feel like you did end up joining the military or something to utilize. I think you were sent to this because of your anger. And this could have been what they considered anger management at the time. I'm not sure, but I feel like sent away. And you did pass away in war. I feel like you passed away fighting in battle. It's interesting because I don't feel like you fought where you lived. I feel like that you were sent somewhere else. Interesting enough, your karmic relationship may be connected to somebody that you used to fight, like physically fight in your past life. So be careful with soulmates. I mean, we have definitely karmic relationships that can be healthy, and we have some that can be unhealthy. If you haven't already crossed this person, you are going to cross this person. There's a do-over, but somebody has to want to open it, because with karmic relationships, this is almost like we have to make something right. Like the first go around, it wasn't right. And I just get a lot of anger that comes out of it. And then we got a lot of war, battle energy. So I will say that you probably, I feel like you died maybe late 20s, early 30s. And I think something wasn't completed in that lifetime. And you and this person decided to come back and redo something. So I think you're trying to make something healthier, which means that when you are dating, you really have to look at the red flags. Let's see, makes sense, because I feel rage and I become so quiet and long tongue speaking. I have to walk away fast, or death will be the result. See, yeah, you have to get rid of that energy, because if you don't, it's going to pass with you again. So whatever it is, you have to kind of go to the core of where that anger is coming from, because it is literally something that ended up killing you early in life, in this past life. Now, you may have been in a position where you were in battle or fighting, and you know, maybe this was something that it could have been justified, but it's so much anger. There's so much anger with this that I think that's something you're going to have to work on. And if this is dealing with a karmic relationship, you may meet somebody that brings that out in you in this lifetime. Do not go to jail. Do not go to jail. Work it out. If you can't work it out with this person, work on you. Tell them I'll see you next lifetime. But we're going to do some shit different. We're not going to come back into it with that anger. All right? Let me see. Sarah Thomas. I was like, I want to get some YouTube people. Spirit Sarah Thomas. Any guidance, any messages, Sarah? All righty. Thank you, Spirit. So the first thing that I'm getting is definitely mother father issues um, in this particular life. Um, there's either a connection that is good with one of the parents and horrible with the other. And it kind of pushes you to want to be a better parent in this lifetime. So I feel like that there was definitely something, and I don't think it was abuse. I don't feel like that at all. But I feel like that you may have grown up in a time where you felt very smothered or very stifled by a parent, almost like I can't be who I want to be. I do see money issues, a lot of negative energy with money. So money may be an issue for you in this lifetime of saving it and kind of getting it to where you need it to be. But it was too because maybe you grew up in this particular time where your parents or somebody was very, um, what do you want to, how do you say it? Not disrespectful with money, but irresponsible. Thank you, Spirit. Irresponsible with with money. And so it's almost like an energy that comes back to you. That is like I need to have this, I need to do better, especially with children. There's this really strong connection with I have to do better with children. And I think maybe it was because somebody was selfish, frivolous too. Thank you, Yasha. I think somebody was selfish or frivolous with money. Maybe they spent money on themselves. And as a child, this is energy of looking at them and feeling like there was some things that you wanted or struggles that you had that this person didn't care about. I can't really see, I don't think it was on the mother. I feel like it's more on the father in this energy. So I do see that if there is a motherly type of energy for you, it's like you have a there's a way that you gloss into wanting to see a mother that makes you feel um, like I need to be a better mother. I do see a lot of spiritual connection too, and there's something going on with maybe even realizing your spirituality or your spiritual connection because of this childhood. Maybe there was things of going out by yourself and connecting with a higher power. I do feel like you were gifted. I feel like you were gifted in this particular lifetime. Maybe you were too sensitive, but I feel like that there was a parent that maybe was a little bit harder on you because of that. So you may be drawn to spirituality or metaphysical things. You may, even if you have children, you may find yourself exposing them to these type of things early on. Um, I do feel like you have this thing of I don't want to be alone type of energy, and I think because you grew up in a place where there was other people, community, so you might actually struggle sometimes with being by yourself. Like I want to be around other people, or I want to be in a better environment. I do get so too that you have this thing. If people were told you something, if they did not follow through, you would it was like you would have a fit. Like you can't stand for people to tell you that they're going to do something and they don't follow through. It irks you down to your soul. So there is this energy of I think you had issues with people who lied to you and then they went and did things for themselves. Like, I'm going to give you this, but then they go and do something for themselves. And that kind of, it irks you in this particular lifetime. And I feel like that you did have children. And I feel like you were a good parent to your children because of what you grew up with. I'm also getting somebody that may have did some type of ceremony, spiritual ceremonies. Um, I don't feel like that you raised your children in a traditional way. So I want to say that there's a connection with possibly different belief systems, um, wanting to connect with different belief systems or different cultural things. I do feel like that you had a hard time with finances and really taking care of your money. in this lifetime. There's almost this thing about how can you put it? Almost like being a nomad or something. Like I'm free spirited. We're gonna, live in a van or something like that, or we're gonna go camp out in the woods. It made sense to you, but I don't think it was practical. So I feel like in this lifetime, you really need to watch your money and your spending. You also too have to be very careful if you are a parent or you have a child, that you're not going overboard to spoil this child because of something that was not given to you, or this feeling of not having enough. Also too, I don't know what the vow thing of wanting people, to follow through with their word. I think some people are definitely, it has to be something that you follow through with. But for you, it really is, it irks you. And I think that sometimes it could be that you have to give people a little bit of a break, because they may not understand how that really affects you. I mean, I get where you wanted people to follow through, but sometimes I feel like you can cut people off quickly if they don't, hold up their end. It's like, I can't do you like that. I do feel like that you're going to be a really good parent, and you may have more than one child, because I think you've always wanted to have more than one child. But you definitely watch your money, because you still have an unhealthy habit or an unhealthy connection with it. Let's see, Randy. Let's do a man. Let's get a man in here. Spirit, clear this deck. Randy. Randy. Any guidance, any messages, Spirit, Randy. Randy, you are an old soul. You actually, you connect with some ancient civilizations, like maybe some things that predate, civilization as we know it. Here's the thing. I feel like there's a divine energy about you. There's a lot of wisdom with you. I am seeing somebody who's very, in this particular lifetime, feminine, very nurturing. But I feel like somebody that is intelligent. She could have been an educator. There's a strong thing with water, or connections with water, or sea animals, or sea decor, or something. I'm getting somebody that went to the beach a lot. And I think there's spirit connection with water with you. Could be water spirits. But I get somebody that went to the water a lot to meditate, or to calm herself, or to... I feel like that I'm getting something with even putting her hands in water. So she could have been some type of biologist, or somebody that really studied animals, but sea animals. I'm getting so much of kind of trying to, like, environmental stuff, trying to figure out things. She's very, very nurturing to the point of being an empath. So I think that she could feel a lot of things from people that sometimes she struggled with. Yes, I'm still on Randy. So I do feel like that there is some type of divine connection with water for you. You may go sit out in water, or you may be close to the water, or you may even connect to water. I also feel a very strong connection with a mother or mother figure. So there may be something that you brought into this lifetime that you kind of struggle with when it comes to nurturing, especially if you're masculine. And I'm not saying that men cannot nurture, but I kind of feel like somebody that was very nurturing, but I get trust issues. And I think it was because of people that kind of kept, I don't know. I think because she was an empath, she tend to pick up damaged people, which kind of conflicts itself with somebody who's so intelligent and logical. But then it's like I see things in you that I feel connected to, but I feel like that sometimes these people were a little bit, I don't know, damaged or draining on her. I get a lot of spiritual connection, especially when it comes to guardians and things like that. So I do believe that she believed in a higher power. She may have even been very spiritual to the point that she could connect with spirit. There's something with astral travel that's coming in. And here's the thing, I think this woman made really, really good money, but I don't think she really connected with money in that way. Like it was a good job, brought things in, but I do feel like that, her family was like, you need to be a little bit more cautious with this or whatever. And she didn't really get into the money thing. There was always this thing about knowledge, learning, sharing. She did a lot for people. I think she had some type of charity because I'm getting a lot of energy of her giving things away. So this may have been somebody who had a really beautiful heart that was divinely connected, and she wanted to take care of other people. She put other people before herself. But the thing about it is, I feel like she was ambitious. I feel like this was somebody who wanted to succeed and do something, but for society or a community. Like, I feel like this is somebody that's a world activist. Like, she had these things of, I want to make a difference, or I want to have a purpose, or there's this energy of, I want to connect with this world and have a purpose. And I think that was a lot of spirit connection. I think she had been here a long time, or been back many, many times. So you may even feel like, how many more times do I have to do this? And you may also be drawn to stuff about Atlantis, or what other mystical, aliens, Atlantis, things that you may look at shows that kind of connect with stuff that's different, that's way out there. Because I feel like she researched a lot. And I think that she definitely taught stuff like this to her children. Kind of like an explorer, but she didn't go all over the place. But I definitely get a lot of interest in the occult, or things that were different. There's definitely some type of community thing to her, where somebody's like, bring it all in. Like, let's live together. Let's be close together. Let's get along together. So I do feel like she was amazing. I feel like she was an amazing energy. Okay, Kwani, let's look into you. You want to know why you keep coming back. You keep coming back because there's something that you want to learn. You keep coming back because there's, I think you have a choice. I really do believe that. I don't think you have to be, if you believe in reincarnation, I don't think you have to come back. But it depends on what tradition you connect to, because, some people don't believe in reincarnation at all. Kwani. So the first thing is showing that you are not of this world, and you don't feel of this world. You definitely feel outcast. You have a lifetime of an energy, not a person, but an energy, and it could connect to aliens. Now, a lot of times I don't really like to get into the aliens because I don't really, know about the connections. But I did have, hey, sis, I do feel like that after I talked to Chaz and had that starseed reading, I was like, damn, that shit makes sense. That connects to me. And so it was something that I was like, okay, let me open my mind up. But I do feel like that you are not of this world or of this planet in this particular lifetime. And there's an irritation already with this. Now, for some reason, you are back and you keep coming back. But I think that there's this thing of, it's like a puzzle that doesn't fit. Thank you, Debbie. Yes. And that's what I see her as, energy. I think what it is that you feel like you know too much to keep dealing with this bullshit, to be honest, Kwani. I think you keep asking yourself, why do I have to keep coming back dealing with these idiots when I'm already ascended over them? But for a reason, you do. You keep coming. You do keep coming. there is a higher source or something that you answer to, that shows a purpose, that you're here for a purpose. And I think that the energy is you are supposed to be doing something. So you're irritated about it, but you're here. you are here. I think you're supposed to teach people, and I think you're supposed to help people elevate. And it's hard when you're in this energy of I don't want to do it. You don't feel connected at all. Here's the thing too. I think you have a hard time with love, with relationships with people, and it's because you don't really know how to have relationships with people because you don't connect to them. You don't feel connected to people. Has to be very hard for someone who doesn't feel like they are of this planet. And you hear that with a lot of people who commit suicide, where it's like, I don't feel connected here. I don't feel like I should be here. I don't feel like this is my place. And it may not be. It kind of goes to how you open your mind up. And I'm not trying to, make anybody believe in something that they don't believe. But you were an energy. And this is an energy that is highly intelligent. This is an energy that has a lot to share. This is an energy that has come here with a purpose. And I think it is to educate people. But I think what's making this life so hard for you is that you can't have relationships with people that are meaningful or deep, or you feel connected to them. And it makes you feel very disconnected with this life. And you don't like it. You do not like it. I also get too that there's phobias of people touching you or your connections with people. There's a really strong energy of you fighting, connections with people. And I think it's making it really hard. And for a lot of you that don't like to be around people or feel disconnected, I'm pretty sure there's some higher elevation. There's some higher energy that you are connected to, because you feel like, humanity is stupid. They're idiots. Why do I do this? Why am I here? I do see, Kwani, though, if you start traveling, you're going to feel a little bit more. There's spaces here or places that you will connect to. And if you are in your city and you haven't gotten out of it, that's part of the issue, is that you need to move. You need to travel. You need to go other places, because there's things that you're supposed to be teaching. There's things that you're supposed to be sharing. If you're in a community where you're starting to feel trapped and you hate people, it's because you're supposed to come out of that community. But you have a fear of travel. You have a fear of that. You got to get past it. You came back to do something, so you have to get past whatever that energy is. Yeah. It's time to let go of the fear and do what you're supposed to do, your purpose. I think when you start traveling, it'll fall into place for you. 100%. Jazzy J, which past life is affecting you now? Jazzy J, Spirit. Any guidance? Any messages? Jazzy J. All right. So Miss Jazzy, female energy, definitely abandonment, but through parents that possibly passed away. I'm also getting to that there are issues with a father figure. So it may have been a mother who passed away, a father that probably tried to raise you but didn't connect with feminine energy. So I feel like that there's some back and forth with masculine energy in this past lifetime. Almost so too that I think it made you question even sexuality. There may have been a dislike for men because of a father figure, which may have pushed you towards women or females. There's unrequited love energy of looking for connections, but maybe being confused about sexuality, and then being confused about even masculine energy around you. Now, I do see a longing for mother or motherhood. So I feel like that there is an energy of maybe like I want to have babies, but I don't like men. Or I want to have babies, but I don't completely trust men. So I feel like that there was some unrequited love is telling me that there were some relationships that just did not go well for you. There was conflict with these relationships, but it's almost like I need you for something, but I don't really like you. I also see too that you have a very strong connection with men that reminded you of your father. So there's almost like this thing of trying to get some type of acceptance or validation from other men to make you feel what he didn't give you. And I don't think he knew how to be honest. I'm not going really deep into this, but I don't feel like that he knew how to love. And then I think that he's, with a child or something, and it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? And so there's this thing of connecting with relationships that you were choosing men like him because you wanted to be loved in some, you know, psychological way of, and I think for a lot of women, even in this present lifetime, a lot of us have either done that, tried to marry somebody who was like our fathers, or for whatever reason, for good or bad, because he was the best daddy in the world, or because he was the worst daddy in the world and we were trying to do a do-over. I do feel like you have very masculine energy in this lifetime, and I see issues with not wanting anybody to tell you what to do. I know what I'm doing. Don't try to come in here and put me in a box or whatever. But then on the flip side is wanting men that do come in and take charge. So there's this weird thing where it's like, where do I draw the line? Where's the line for balance? I do see that you wanted kids. And I feel like you did have maybe one or two children. There's this thing too, though, maybe I kind of feel like you were married more than once in this energy, because I don't know, I keep feeling like you keep trying to get somebody that was like your father in this lifetime. So you may have been married maybe once, twice, or maybe no, twice, three times. I'm sorry. But I think the problem that really kind of dealt with your relationships was authority. It's almost like you want strong men, but you don't want them telling you what to do. There is this thing of masculine, feminine, which probably is the bisexual thing. So you may even be bisexual in this lifetime. Spirit is telling me you felt comfortable bisexual in many lifetimes. So maybe it's like, I don't even want to choose. I'm going to be with both if I can be with both. To be honest, I think in this particular lifetime, the only reason that you got with men or married men was for babies, to have babies. I think a lot of men in this present lifetime look at you as female, or, because you're small, you're tiny, and they think that you're pansexual. I think men look at you and they're like, oh, she's small, she's easy to dominate, until they try to dominate you. And then it's not like the energy is no. But I do see that in this present lifetime, what you need to work on is choosing men that are healthy, not for validation, not that they come in to make you feel a certain way, and not just for babies, not just to reproduce babies, because you want babies. There's still a longing. This person wanted more children. It's also showing too, feminine energy. Sometimes you can be a little bit too masculine, and it scares men or intimidates men. So I think that your issue in this present life that you may have to get past is balancing your energy, your masculine and your feminine, and also too seeing the red flags in men. If you look at a man and feel like you need validation from him, then he's probably not the one that you need to be with, because you're looking at him for something that you didn't get somewhere else. but I think you can work through it. So let's see Yolanda White. She said, I don't know if I believe in this, but read me anyway. I love you, skeptics. Skeptics. Oh, Lord, y'all just keep giving me this damn primer stuff to keep me from shining all over the place. And I end up still shining all over the place. So let's see. Yolanda White. Any guidance, any messages for Yolanda? So the first thing that I get is masculine energy. And I am getting somebody that had some type of status, could have lived in the Roman ages. This person liked to be worshipped. They like to be worshipped. And they like to fight. Maybe that was part of what they did to be worshipped. So you're looking at I'm looking at a male or masculine energy. And he has a lot of fire, a lot of anger, a lot of just a lot of rage. Battles are on top of him. Knighthood is on top of him. So this is somebody that definitely probably got his status because he was some type of fighter. Oh, hold up. Let me dig for this one. Persecution and imprisonment. Oh, not a good life for you. Here's the thing. Had somebody that definitely had some type of status, and I think that he was a nobleman or somebody that, you know, I feel like he liked to be worshipped, but I think he did something to make himself be worshipped. I'm feeling an energy of someone who probably had a uniform or he belonged to some type of group or military or something like that, and he loved to be seen in a way that made him higher than people. I don't think that he was a nasty person. I don't feel like he went around just beating people up and stuff like that. I think honestly, a lot of his anger and stuff did well for what he did. But I am getting somebody that cannot stand for the underdog to be hurt. Like anybody that was being taken advantage of, it was like he would step in. I do feel though something went wrong. Could have been betrayed because I definitely feel a male with trust issues. And I am getting imprisonment and persecution. He cannot stand to be judged. It's like, how dare you judge me? And I also feel too that they may have put him in something that was small, like maybe some type of room or cell or something. He's very claustrophobic. He has issues with the dark too. So how it affects you in this lifetime is you could be claustrophobic. You may have issues with the dark. There may be this energy of you it's still masculine. He was very, very masculine, a lot of testosterone. I want to fight. I want to fight. Persecution is almost, how dare you judge me? So I think if you have any issues in this lifetime where people question you, it's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Why? How can you question me? Why are you questioning me? There is an issue with money. He had a lot and then he didn't have a lot. And I think a lot of things were stripped from him. So he went from a position of money and having things that gave him a certain comfort to not having money. And there's a real anger with poverty, with not having enough. It's almost like he didn't see himself ending up where he ended up. So I feel like that whatever this energy is that there's definitely something that happened that kind of switched everything for him. Now, it could have dealt with something that was off, the battlefield or whatever he was doing. So he may have got involved in something that literally wrong place, wrong time energy. But I do feel like he fought this. Like if he had a court case or whatever it was in this time, he fought it because he believed he was right on his part. Like they're not going to do anything to me because I'm right and I have this status. But I feel like he was betrayed. Trust issues are on top of him with people, which means that you probably don't trust a lot of people in this lifetime, especially people that you feel like have done you dirty. There's an anger, you hold on to it for a long time because he hangs on to it for a long, long time. I do feel like that he was maybe sentenced to some type of prison. I don't think he died there. I feel like he came out, but things were taken away from him and he's bitter. He's bitter about it. The energy could be that you've gone through something in this lifetime where you feel like people have betrayed you and you're angry. You're holding on to angry feelings. You may even have people that tell you sometimes you got to watch your anger. You need anger management. You need, your testosterone is too high. Even as a female, there may be an aggressiveness about you that you don't see, but other people see. And if people cross you in this lifetime, Lord help them. Lord help them, because I feel like you go for the jugular. I really do. There may be issues with being uncomfortable that you just cannot stand. Like, especially if you're used to finer things, anything that drops you lower than that, it's just like, I can't be here. I don't want to be here type of energy, especially stuff that feels like it's too small or closing in on you. So you definitely may have some issue with claustrophobia, and also money issues of, money not being there or not being available for you. Hold up, you guys. So I hope that connects. It may not. It may not. If you don't believe in it, you don't believe in it. Like I say, not forcing anybody's opinions. This is for entertainment. Let me see. Okay, Angela Burnett. Any guidance? Angela Burnett. Any guidance with past life? Okay, so the first thing is communal living in a tribe, living with a bunch of people, and you hated it. I feel like you married someone and they moved you in to their family home. Like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we was going to get married and we was going to have our own place. And this person is like, no, we're going to move in with my family. Here's the thing. You felt tricked. You felt betrayed by this person. So you, in this present lifetime, you may even have issues with people that live with you or people that promise you things. And it's like, don't tell me this shit and don't do this shit. You may even, with a karmic relationship, marry someone that may have a big family and they want you to come to all the family gatherings and hang out in the family gatherings. And you may not want to do it. Communal living can go two ways. Either you love it or you hate it. And I really feel like you hate it because you trusted this person and they moved you into something where there was a lot of family around. I do feel too that you didn't have a lot of say so, and that probably irritated you too, is that your spouse took control of what maybe you were supposed to do. That particular lifetime was a lesson to you about asserting yourself and putting your foot down with people. You have this thing where people try to put you in a box. Don't hold me down. Don't lock me up. Don't try to make me be something that I'm not. And two, it could affect you in relationships in this lifetime where when people start putting you in the chokehold, you'd be like, oh, no. And I'm that same way too. I feel like when people start talking about, I'm moving in and all this shit, I'm like, oh, wait, no. You going too far now. You're taking it too far. I do see too that you're very You don't like nobody else touching your money in this lifetime. It's like, I don't know what this is. It's almost like you married somebody, but you want it to be separate. I don't feel like this was an arranged marriage between you and this person, but I just get this energy of, I don't want to put my stuff with you. And you may feel like that again in this lifetime. Like, I do not want Corinthians. Come on now, get off here with that fuck shit. Y'all, come on. You little scammers. Yeah, fucking look at the thing and be nice. I can't stand when y'all do that disrespectful shit. Y'all probably was disrespectful in y'all fucking past life too. That's why y'all dicks got cut off. I'm sure y'all dicks got cut off and y'all was hanging, from your ankles in some trees somewhere because you was disrespectful in your past life. You ain't learned nothing. You ain't learned no good shit in this lifetime. Don't be disrespectful in this lifetime. So, sweets, definitely you got issues with money. With people trying to get in your money. Don't ask me about my bank account. Don't ask me about my money. Don't do this or that. I do feel like that you are a healer, or you are meant to be a healer in this lifetime. But you have a hard thing with people that try to control you or put you in a very compromising position. You're a very strong woman in a past lifetime, and I feel like that you're strong in this lifetime. Now, here's the thing. You may connect with a soulmate that you will marry in this lifetime if you haven't already connected with this person. But I do feel like that if you have somebody who has a big family or something like that, you might have to work through that energy because it's going to trigger you. It's going to trigger you. In fact, a lot of relationships for you were not easy in this past life. And it was because I don't think you particularly cared for people, to be honest. You are introverted in this lifetime. And then I think they did the worst thing to you by putting you in a situation where you had to be and live with a bunch of people and you did not like it. So even if you are extroverted in this lifetime, there's still this energy of, I don't want to be around people and don't fucking ask me about my money. Let's see, Christy, past life messages for Christy. What time is it? Okay, we got a little bit. Christy. All right. One more time, Spirit, for Christy. That does not surprise me. Okay, so first thing that comes out is a connection with Egypt. I do see a very spiritual, I feel woman. So I will say feminine. I think you did a lot with medicine, so you could have been a healer. But you do have high priestess on top of you. So I feel like that there was maybe some training or something that had to do with religion or spirituality that you connected with, especially with music. There's something that I get with this woman with music. So I feel like that there is a certain way that maybe she read people or she connected with people, and music is a part of it. I'm getting someone who is very dark skinned, but she is beautiful. Like her cheekbones are like really, really high. I'm getting this woman was very gifted, so elevated. She may have worked for someone or was under someone that had some type of royal blood, and you could have been some type of personal spiritual advisor to this person. I feel like that you've been high priestess in more than one lifetime. So there may even be a connection of initiations of certain ceremonies that you've gone through, and you may even dream about them because Spirit tells me that they show you a lot of who you were. There's even, something with leaves, or you pulling leaves from a tree or doing something with leaves that's possibly making medicines. But the connection is something with nature. And there's also this thing too with dirt. I don't know what that means. It's the dirt. I'm getting that she's walking. So this could be a path. She's walking something, but she's barefoot. Um, this may be a part of a ceremony. There's something with walking, and she's going, and it's not just her. There's other women that are walking down this path. So I'm thinking that this is either a connection with some type of ceremony. You could have been either initiating other people, or this is something that you were getting initiated into. Now, when I say initiated, I feel like that you were being, if this was other women that maybe worked in this or were in this setting, all of y'all were taught the same thing, but you all ended up going different places, if that makes sense. So it's almost like a nun, like going to a convent, but it wasn't a convent. Definitely feel like there's a lot of power. So this is something that I think is that has followed you in many lifetimes. You are a healer in this particular lifetime, and you were a healer in that lifetime too. I do see that there's a strong fear of, she may have had children, but she was afraid of her children, or not afraid of her children, afraid for her children. And it could have been that maybe they connected, like because they came from you, that they were at some point were going to be taken away, and then they would have to go to this place to learn. So I think this was some type of bloodline thing. You're welcome, Randy. I think this was some type of bloodline thing, because it's almost like you knew at a certain point, like, they're going to take my children and then send them there. And then I think they're sent other places. I do see a karmic relationship. So you will cross a spouse or somebody in this lifetime that will be a soulmate. And this person loves music. There may be a connection with music with them. They could be a musician. They could like to listen to music. They may dance, or there may be some type of connection that you and them share. But I feel like it is really a strong connection with you and them. Spirit shows that they show you a lot of this in your dreams. So I do get that there could be mediumship abilities, clairvoyant abilities, and you are a healer in this lifetime. But I think you wanted to come back in this lifetime also to be a healer or a high priestess. If you have not gone through ceremonies, there may be some time where either you go through something that may be like a ceremony to you. All right, let's see Debbie Hannah. Spirit, what is she bringing from past lifetimes that she needs to work on in this lifetime? Debbie. Definitely issues with love, and possibly mother issues too. So I'm getting masculine energy, very, very smart, wise, intelligent. And I feel like that he was married and he traveled a lot. And I think it was because he was some type of pastor or minister that was sharing wisdom. I can't say it's Christianity because I don't really feel like it's something that is that strong. I do feel like that he was a religious person, but I think it wasn't mainstream. So there could be a little mixture. Maybe this was even his mixture of what he thought his spirituality was. But I feel like he traveled a lot and it caused problems for his family. So there are issues of guilt about having to leave people behind, or guilt for not having enough time for people, or even if there's children, guilt for not being there with them. There's a strong connection with cultures that are not like his. So I feel like there's a lot of research that he does. I think he went through some type of traumatic thing as a young man that changed his perception or his perspective of life. And then all of a sudden it was like, I need to share this with people. So I think he may have gone through some type of near-death situation or something that was really heavy. And it caused him to want to share or explore this with people. Not just like within his community, but he felt the need. So this could be like he was led, like spirit led to go out into the community. I do feel like though, even though he was married, I really think he struggled with his sexuality. But there was this thing of being ashamed of it, because I keep feeling like, what would my father say, or what would my father feel? So I think he was conflicted. I think what happened was that he was raised in a very spiritual family. He had something traumatic happen to him. Maybe there was a connection with a male, but maybe not in the best way. This could have been molestation as a child or something as a young adult that confused him. Because on one end, it's like something happened that made him question himself and his spirituality or his religion. And then I see him kind of going and trying to share this with people, but then there is this guilt because he is attracted to men. I feel like that he was afraid of raising boys or raising sons because of maybe some conflict. So here's the thing. I definitely feel like there may be a need to travel, or this thing of even looking for things, spiritual journeys, trying to figure out where you fit in. I feel very intelligent, wise energy. So it's almost like a lot of things. You may be led to a lot of different cultures or spiritualities. But there may be this thing of even worried about judgment for paths that you want to take, or maybe because of the way you're living your life. There could even be a connection with being maybe attracted to the opposite sex, but maybe not to the same degree that he was, because there was conflict definitely with something with sexuality. I don't think he acted on it. I'm not really sure, but I feel like that he was drawn to men. But it looks like that he was praying to be right with his wife, or right of what he thought was right. But I think that's where he started kind of blending his spirituality and religion. That it's like, okay, they say this, maybe I can twist it to make a space for me. I do feel like towards the end of his life, he lived in his true, genuine self. I feel like that he did make that connection. There may be this energy of you having to be authentic in this lifetime. How do you feel? What do you feel? Who are you? Who are you trying to be? Are you trying to live for somebody else, or are you really being genuine? You're very intelligent. You're very wise. So if you're still doing things for people because you feel like you have to, it may conflict with you in this lifetime. It's like, I know I should be happy. I should be able to do things for myself. But there may be some conflict with the way you were raised, or your belief system with the person that you are becoming. I was raised Catholic, and I don't think I ever had a problem with it. Of course, you get brainwashed. If you do something wrong, Jesus is going to kill you, or God is going to strike you down. Because, if you read the Bible, if you fuck shit up, you're going to get fucked up by God. Now, on the flip side, they say God is a forgiving God. So I used to sit in the church and be like, okay, what the fuck? Is he going to punish me and blow me up, or is he going to forgive me? What the fuck? What is he going to do? I was confused with that. So, when I got old enough, it was like, well, let me pull back, because that don't make sense to me. I'm trying to figure out where I fit in with this. And then you look at me now, and I'm a voodoo priestess, and it's about community. It's about nature. It's about herbs. Of course, people think that voodoo is about fucking people up and calling in demons and shit like that. But it's an actual ancestor tradition that is beautiful. But a lot of people, when I decided to follow that path, were like, what the fuck? We can't walk with you down that path. Cool. It ain't your path to walk down. And as soon as I became genuine and authentic with what I wanted to do, my life improved because I wasn't caring about what other people thought. I'm not disrespectful, but you may have this energy of, I need to be who I am. This may be hitting you later in life. I'm not sure. But I do see a strong connection with being authentic or having to feel authentic or be authentic. Ooh, all right, my loves. I am losing my voice. I hope that it resonated. It's hard to do past life when on a time, because I like to try to really get into the energy and try to see the whole story if I can. Sometimes I can't. And it's what spirit wants you to see. So I appreciate you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And if you want to book one with me. If not, there's other people on here who do them. I feel like next week we might bring erotic readings in with Jen, and I might pull another person in to do erotic readings. And then after that, we'll do tarot mashup. Hold up, you guys. I gotta show you my lashes again, though, before I go. Let me get this oil off of me. I gotta plug my baby before I leave. So, lashes by Jasmine Marie, Jasmn Marie, Marie.com. If you like them, go up there and order, support. If not, send her some good juju her way, some prayers and some blessings for business success. I appreciate you all. Have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.